Hello, everyone. My name is Luis Guirigay, and I lead the Digital Solutions Technical Advisors Global Team. Also joining me from Lexington, Kentucky, Ginny Saini, our Sametime Technical Product Manager. Welcome to 2020. The world has changed. We used to go to the office every day, meet our colleagues, our customers, our friends, basically our work family. Our meetings rooms used to look like this every day. Now, they look like this. We're now working from our homes, our living rooms, and our kitchens. In fact, most likely you are watching this presentation from your living room as you drink your morning coffee or maybe your afternoon tea. I know many of you can actually relate to this. Those visitors that like to make some noise and make our meetings a bit more complicated every day. By the way, here is a tip for you. Ask them to say hi on camera. They will run away. At least my kids do. So yes, the world changed and now we meet digitally. We spend hours and hours meeting with those same colleagues we used to meet at the office, but we do it virtually. This new way of working actually brings a whole new set of problems and concerns. Companies and consumers are concerned about data privacy. For example, there was a study in the summer of 2020 published in Germany that basically claimed that not a single SaaS online meeting vendor was GDPR compliant. Cost. Allowing your employees to host meetings should not cost the same as owning the actual building. Guys, it's very expensive. Complexity. If you think about it, most meetings start with 10 minutes of installing apps or troubleshooting something on your computer. Instead, every meeting should start with one click and nothing else. I don't know about you guys, but at some point I had 5 or 6 different apps installed on my computer just to join somebody else's meeting. By the way, last one, if I could get $1 every time I hear and you see my screen. Today, we're very excited to announce HCL Sametime Premium. Pay for what you use and nothing else. Your meetings, your data, your choice. And meetings with one click. That simple and that easy to use. So, Ginny, what about you tell us more about Sametime Premium?
Absolutely. Thank you, Luis, for telling our audience what their meetings experience should be, especially in a remote work environment like today. Hello, everyone. I'm very excited to take you through all the great features and functionality of Sametime Premium. Next slide, please. All right. So again, the great features and functionality we are bringing to you and to show you how to save tons of money on online meeting solutions these days. With that, let's jump in. It's your meeting, your data, and you're getting double the value. Next slide, please. Okay, so first up, let's talk about cost, right? What is top of mind for every business today when it comes to meeting solutions? It's cost. As we all know, online meetings are the only way to do business for most organizations these days, right? Every employee needs it. I run into people every day, right? We all run into people, whether it's your dentist, your pediatrician, your neighbor, even your kids, right? Our kids who have never used web meetings before. Now they just can't do without it. Web meetings have become a huge, huge expense. Meeting subscriptions were not budgeted for all employees. Runaway costs with increasing demand are on every CFO's mind for enterprises today, right? With Sametime, you only pay for what you use for infrastructure, and we will show you in just a few minutes. The licensing cost, substantially cheaper than other competitor solutions. Sametime gives you the functionality and the security you need at a much lower cost compared to the other solutions. Next, please. Okay, so let's look at a customer example here with 10,000 licensed Sametime users. What you see here is a comparison chart between Sametime and other third-party solutions out there. You'll also notice here, we've taken into account the discounting piece you usually see with all the solutions, plus any hosting and administration costs for Sametime, whether you deploy on-prem or you go with private cloud of your choice. Take a look at the savings you get with Sametime in the numbers below. Pay close attention to Domino CCB pricing for Sametime. That's even more savings for our Domino customers. Guys, the numbers you see here, they give you at least 70% of savings with Sametime as your team collaboration tool. If you want a fully hosted solution, our amazing cloud hosting partners are there to help with that as well. Clearly, Sametime is a great solution at a significantly lower cost for your business secure collaboration needs. Next, please. All right, let's talk about ownership here, right? So Sametime brings you the ownership of your meetings, the ownership of your data. With Sametime, you get rock solid data privacy, encryption, auditability. Your data, your conversations are secure and protected. Sametime gives you instant meetings and chat all with one click, no waiting. You are just seconds away from a secure chat, video meetings, file sharing that you need every day, all day. You can deploy on a secure private cloud of your choice or on-premise. It's faster deployment, simpler installs, fewer servers. With Sametime, you control your data privacy, you control your deployment. Your data is never shared, never harvested. Next, please. Okay, so let's look at what's new with Sametime Premium. What are the highlights of Sametime Premium? Sametime Premium has an elegant and functional user experience. There's, again, no installation, no plugins. It's that single-click experience of meetings that we are bringing to you. The frustrating wait times for meetings to start and asking for permissions, that's over, right? We all use so many solutions every day, and we've seen that. What a waste of time that could be. Downloading new software, new updates, all that's gone. We are bringing all the core features to you with Sametime Premium. Single click, fast WebRTC-based video meetings that include voice, video, persistent chat, screen sharing. We are also releasing an updated all-in-one app for both iOS and Android that will include both chat and meetings, everything in one app. You get a lot of moderator controls with meetings, including designated moderators and presenters. We have security-related controls like meeting passwords, lock meetings, right? That's all that you need to protect your meetings from unwanted guests. How about stopping all videos and muting everyone when there's undesirable noise, right? We all get into that. Well, owners and moderators can do that too. With strong inbuilt meeting and moderator controls, owners and moderators can manage their meeting to ensure productive and secure communications. Now, I also want to highlight here our chat as an app. We are releasing web chat as a desktop app, both for Windows and Mac. It's a progressive web app that is much faster to use than your browser-based experience, right? It auto-updates itself whenever there is a new version deployed on the server. It's a very modern, cutting-edge technology for desktop applications. Now, you may think, I need a dedicated personal meeting room, right? No problem. We have that too. With all the core features, including, again, single-click video meetings, persistent chat, dial-out support, broadcast capability out of the box to meet your virtual event needs. This is the new Sametime. We are giving our users options to use open meetings, just like a conference room, right, where all authenticated users have access to most meeting controls for a fast collaboration. We all miss our conference rooms where real collaboration used to happen, like you saw. We all want to be in that fast collaboration environment. Well, that's the experience we provide for our authenticated users with our open meetings model. We also understand the need for moderated meetings for our users. For that, we provide the ability to create moderated personal rooms, just like a personal office room. Think of it as a personal office room, right, where you, the owner, has all the control and can designate moderators, presenters as you need. You, as an end user, can choose what you want your meetings experience to be like with Sametime, whether you want to collaborate with your team using open meeting room or personal rooms. This is it. The new Sametime is simple to use, intuitive, modern, and blazingly fast. It's a seamless and effortless meetings experience. And with Sametime Premium, as you've heard Richard say, we are just getting started. In the next year, our focus areas for Sametime will be richer end-user experience, ecosystem integrations, fully cloud-native, and digital office. We are on a mission to reinvent the digital workplace, powered by Sametime. Sounds like the perfect meeting solution, right? But like the old saying, the proof is in the pudding. Luis, why don't you show our audience how easy it is to deploy and use Sametime for any organization? Over to you, Luis.
Absolutely. Thank you, Guinea. So, guys, I have 3 short demos that will show why Sametime is the right solution for you. Let me start with demo number 1. Meet Luis. Yes, that's me. Different jacket, though. So, in this demo, I'm a busy agent at Woodburn Insurance. Let me start my demo with this. I start my day using the appointment management system, which was developed on Domino, which, by the way, I don't need a notes client anymore. I use HCL Nomad Web. So within seconds, I'm inside the app. I look at the appointment, and I need to create an appointment for our new customer, Brian Arnold. Now you see that I created a unique meeting room for me and Brian, secure and protected, where only Brian and I can join. Now, it is 1 p.m. now, and I need to join this meeting. By the way, I did invite my sales manager. So when I click on this link, boom, within a second, now I'm in Sametime meetings. I can see Brian, and I can see Tiffany. She is my manager. After the standard introduction, hello, hi, how are you, weather, things like that, we actually get down to business. So the very first step, just like in any other meeting, is to go ahead and share my screen. I don't need to ask, can you see my screen? It just happens. I can go in tile mode, or I can go in full presenter mode just to ease the experience. We go through the presentation, it's all good. Now, next thing I want to do here is to actually share a YouTube video, because we have some recorded videos on YouTube that we want to share sometimes. One click, I share the video, a little bit of publicity here for our Academy program. Now I can stop the video, and that's it. That's simple. Now, the next step is for Tiffany to share the contract, because we need to make sure that Brian understands, our legal contract. So Tiffany, go ahead. Awesome. So as Tiffany explains the contract, you will see on the bottom left that there is a question from Brian in our persisting chat room. Okay, what are the terms and conditions? Well, I don't know the answer, so I will have to come back to that later. We go back to the meeting. And once Tiffany is done with the presentation, which will happen in just a second, there you go. I'm actually having some noise issue, right? My kids are playing in the background, making a lot of noise, and my dog is barking. What I need to do now is switch to my iPad and find a quiet room in the house. Now, I want to pause here for a second and actually highlight how easy it is to get the Sametime app on your mobile device. Every single user has a unique QR code developed by the server, developed by the system, that all you have to do is scan it with your camera, and within a second or two, you now have your app completely set up for you. All you have to do is enter the password. Let me show you. So now I'm going to switch to my iPad. There you go. I scan the QR code and boom, 1 second later, everything is ready for me just to enter the password, tap login, and I'm now inside Sametime. I go to meetings and I go to my recent meetings and I can find the 8910. That's the unique ID for Brian. So I get into that room and I can see that Tiffany is actually continuing the conversation. Now, one thing before we finish this call is, Brian, you need to show me your driver license. I need to know that you are who you say you are. So Brian, there you go. Perfect. Awesome. It actually looks like you, buddy. With that, thank you very much, Brian. Thank you very much, Tiffany. We'll talk next time. The next step is to carry on the conversation from the persisting chat room that came from the meeting. And at this point, I need to now engage Guinea, that she's our expert in this type of questions. I go back to my chat. Hey, Guinea, what are the terms for these contracts? She come back to me. It's 3 years. Okay, perfect. That's how easy it is to engage in a complete face-to-face, digitally, but face-to-face experience with your customers, your vendors, your partners, or your colleagues. Let me actually go to my next demo. Okay, in the next demo, and if you can go on mute, please. On my next demo, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be part of the education team at Woodburn Insurance, because we would like to do a lot of presentations and education to our sales agents all over the world. In this case, let me start my demo. I'm going to create a secure, moderated room called education. I'm going to put a password and I'm going to make it moderated. That's it. That's simple. One click and I'm now in the meeting room. The first step is to get Guinea with me. Again, she's one of the experts. I'm going to make Guinea a moderator because, again, if other students join our session, I want to make sure that Guinea and I have the same level of control. I make Guinea a moderator, and the next step is to record the meeting. Again, I want to make this session available for other people when they access offline. Just like I said before, like any other meeting, usually the very first step is share my screen. And one more time, you will never have to ask again, can you see my screen? You saw that the meeting is being recorded. There's a little red button on the top right corner. We go through the presentation, all good. Now, let me stop recording. Within seconds, if you look at the bottom left corner, you will see my chat increase to 2. Now I have my recording available, play, delete, download, whatever I want with it. But what about if I want to broadcast this education session to hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe millions of people? One click, start live stream. I enter the key code given to me by YouTube. And now, top right corner, we are now streaming live in high definition all over YouTube. That channel on YouTube could be secure, could be private, could be public, completely up to you. As you see now, we are streaming on YouTube to as many users as you want globally. By the way, the YouTube integration with Sametime Premium is completely out of the box. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to install anything. It's that easy, that simple. Okay, let me go to our next demo. Meet Carla. She's an IT administrator at Woodburn Insurance. And quick fact about Carla, she's not very familiar with Kubernetes and cloud-native technologies. At first, she was actually a bit concerned, overwhelmed, because she didn't know how to start. But let me tell you one secret. It was actually very easy. Now, the first step for Carla is to decide, do I go on-prem or do I go cloud? Do I go private cloud? Do I go hybrid? It doesn't matter. It's her choice. We at HCL are giving our customers their power back. It's your choice. You make the decision. We're not pushing you on any direction. That being said, full transparency. Unless you are in a regulated industry, unless your IT strategy is 100% on-prem, or unless you already have a Kubernetes cluster, I would say most likely you're going to go with private cloud. That being said, again, please do not forget our network of HCL hosting providers. They are amazing, they are all over the world, and they are ready to help. Another quick point here. On day one, HCL Sametime Premium will be ready to support AWS, JKE, Google Cloud, Vanilla Kubernetes, and the Google Kubernetes Engine. Another quick tip or another quick fact. At HCL, we have been using Sametime since the very, very early alpha codes, and it's all running on Google Cloud. And the coffee rooms you have been attending this week, they are also hosted on Sametime, and they are actually based on AWS. That proves right there that everything works, and we're using it today. Next, we're working on certifying other Kubernetes providers. There is OpenShift, there is AKS from Microsoft, and there is a few others. I will let you guys go to the Sametime product management session where you can go and ask additional questions about the roadmap and certifying other Kubernetes vendors. Let me go to my next demo. In this case, I'm going to show you how easy it is, or how easy it was, sorry, for Carla to actually get all of this up and running. Extremely easy, guys. So the first step is go on my terminal command and edit one of the files we provide to you. On that file, all you need to do is give the name to the Kubernetes cluster. I'm going to call it Woodburn Demo Meetings, and define the region where you want to deploy. Next, you define the hardware capacity you want to deploy. And actually, I'm going to make a pause here. Let me go back here. So in this case, I'm giving the bare minimum configuration. If you attended our happy hour yesterday, one thing that Francois mentioned is that server sizing, server capacity is not a problem anymore. If you look at this, look at the server requirements. Just 2 virtual CPUs and 8 GB of RAM. That's almost nothing, okay? Look at the recorder capability, even less hardware. With Sametime, you only pay for what you use, not for what you need. And those are very different things, right? Why? Because I could have a deployment up and running with this configuration during, 10 hours of the day, and only for those specific peak times where I need more compute power, that's when Sametime will scale and will allocate more compute power. And guess what? As I said, you only pay additional for that fraction of time where you actually have to consume that compute power. So let me go to my demo here. Again, one command to edit this file that we provide to you, and another command to actually execute on the creation of the cluster. I'm going to hit enter. And this process actually takes about 15 to 20 minutes. So give it some time. The magic of video editing, I could make it happen very, very quick. Now I have a Kubernetes cluster up and running. Next step, just configure AWS. That takes about an hour or so. I'm not going to go through all of that because that's pure AWS. The next step for me is actually get all those Docker images that you will download from FlexNet into your container registry. One single command, and this process right here might take another 20 to 40 minutes, but this is the process where every single piece of Sametime actually gets uploaded to your container registry. If you think about this, in the past, we used to go from installations of Sametime that could take a week, 2 weeks, even 3 weeks. With Sametime and the use of cloud native, you don't have to install anymore. You just have to deploy. And let me show you. And pay attention, guys. That's it. One single command is all I had to do. Install the name of my installation, which I'm going to call it Sametime Meetings, and that's it. Now I have a full Sametime meeting environment up and running on Kubernetes. So please, if at some point you had some hesitation or you said, oh my goodness, none of my customers are actually going to go into cloud native, think about that one more time. Yes, I did some video editing, and yes, I oversimplified the process, but I can assure you that in less than a day, you can get a complete Sametime environment up and running, down from 2, 3, 4 weeks, as it used to be in the old Sametime 9 days. Okay. So, Guinea, I hope it's okay if I can geek out a little bit more here. I know that I already...
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's your time to geek out. Go ahead, Luis.
Thank you. Thank you. So, again, you saw how easy it was to deploy. Now, I know many of you actually want to know about, okay, Luis, what's behind the camera? What's really happening? Well, Sametime Premium is 2 components, persistent chat, hopefully on my left or your left, and meetings on the right. Sametime chat, you guys are very familiar with it. We have a community server, which is our conversation engine. We have our Sametime proxy, which is our face to web users or mobile devices, and we have our database storage. Now, if we look to the right, that's our cloud native implementation of meetings. You have a Kubernetes cluster. Don't worry about the control plane. That's just the admin piece of Kubernetes. But if you look at the bottom, this specific Sametime deployment has 3 worker nodes. By the way, each worker node is an actual VM or physical machine. It all depends on how and where you deploy. So in this configuration, if you remember that video I showed you just a second ago where I put how many CPUs and how much memory, this is what it is. You have 3 VMs running as compute power inside a Kubernetes cluster, and the main component, which is the one that handles the web pieces and the authentication and a few of the business logic, it's only 4 cores and 8 GB of RAM. The video component, which handles all the audio, media, screen sharing, it's another VM or physical machine with only 4 cores and GB of RAM. And the final component, the recorder, which you only use if you use recording capabilities, it's actually even less than that. Now, we made a claim a few minutes ago. You only pay for what you use and nothing else. Let me actually explain you what that really means. Let's say that you deploy with this bare minimum configuration that I showed just a few seconds ago. At 9 a.m., your employees, your customers, they start joining their meetings. As people join, as people start, accessing meeting rooms, as people start, inviting customers, what will happen is that Sametime Premium will realize like, hey, I need more compute power. So with the power of cloud native, Sametime will auto-scale itself and will get another worker node or VM or physical instance on demand. Yes, whether you deploy on-prem or you deploy on cloud, there are some minor differences in how this works. But the point is that if you look at AWS, for example, which is what Carla used for Woodward Insurance, in real time, the moment that the demand grows, Sametime Premium is now getting another worker node, another VM. Now, what happens when people start actually recording? Same thing. As people start recording more and more meetings, Sametime will realize that, hey, I need a little bit of more power. And perfect. From 9 to 10, because the demand is high, then the compute power allocation is a little bit higher than normal. Then what happened at 10 a.m.? Everybody drops from the meetings just maybe a few meetings up and running here and there. Sametime Premium can not only scale up, can actually scale down. That means that additional demand that you had only from 9 to 10 a.m. that did require some additional compute power, the moment that you hit 10 a.m. and that demand goes away, Sametime will give all the resources back to the managed Kubernetes service and will say, guys, I'm done. I don't need this anymore. So you as a customer, you only pay a little bit more just for that 1 hour. Of course, each company is different. Please work with my team, our technical advisor organization, so we can help you properly size this environment, because you might say, I'm going to go with the bare minimum and I'm going to let this environment out of scale every time. Or you might say, you know what? We actually have a lot of demand at any given time. So maybe we go our minimum deployment, we make it a little bit higher in terms of compute power, and then we let it out of scale when in reality the demand is crazy. Now, one last thing. Next time you see Carla, and she will probably be walking around some of the conference rooms, do not miss the opportunity to say thank you. She was able to save close to $500,000 to Woodward Insurance just by getting Sametime deployed. And guess what? She did all of that in less than a day. So, Guinea, what about you take us home now?
Absolutely, Luis. Thank you.
Oh, actually, sorry, Guinea, one more thing. Sorry, I
go ahead. Go for it.
I forgot. Guys, one last thing, and I apologize for that. At HCL, we're going the extra mile, and we heard you. We understand that documentation is good, but we need to do even more than that. So right now, we are in the process of creating 3 amazing white papers to get all the information you need, step-by-step instructions, screenshots, real easy to use, easy to follow white papers, so you can get actually up and running with Sametime, as I said, in less than a day. So, Guinea, again, sorry about that. Take us home, please.
Absolutely. And by the way, I can't help but say, so the noise you heard was my kids in their band lesson. And guess what? I could have used Sametime app and moved somewhere else so that noise wasn't there. All right. So, okay. Thanks, Luis. Honestly, you've certainly impressed me, and I'm sure our audience agrees how easy it is to deploy and use the new Sametime for your whole organization. We all use it, as you heard Luis, right? We use it internally every day for meetings. It's been a great experience, and we can't wait to share with our customers, our partners, our users, all of you. That was a great demonstration, by the way, of all the features and benefits Sametime brings to you, so you can focus more on your business and less on resolving issues with web meetings, whether it's cost, data privacy, end user experience. Sametime offers the tailored solution you need and deserve. So with that, are you ready to get started? Are you ready to slash your meeting costs in half or more and connect your teams using secure video meetings with all the required features and functionality that your employees need? If the answer is yes, what are you waiting for? You can get started today. I am very happy to announce that Sametime Premium is now available and live for you to download from FlexNet and deploy. You can use our Sametime calculator to see how much money you save right away, right now. Or you can simply try Sametime Premium using our sandbox, all risk-free. We'll be going live starting next week. And in fact, Luis mentioned that as well. All our coffee rooms during Digital Week, the info desks that are available to you during Digital Week, they're all being hosted on the very sandbox that will go live for you to try next week. We will be updating the sandbox frequently as we keep building more features and functionality in the product. And again, it is my pleasure to announce HCL Sametime Premium available for you to download, deploy, and put to work for your entire organization. You can drive your business forward by collaborating efficiently, securely, right now. And HCL Sametime Premium is there to help you achieve that all day, every day. I would like to thank personally you all our customers, our business partners, for your full support. Let's take ownership of your meeting, your data, your cost with Sametime Premium. Please join me and my team for the factory tour sessions about Sametime, where you can learn more about our roadmap, all the great features we're building in the product for the next year, plus meet our great developers and actually see the code in action. I've put some dates and times here. Make sure you are there. Looking forward to meeting you all via Sametime. Thank you. Have a great Digital Week 2020. Stay safe, stay healthy.
Thanks, guys, for joining.
Thank you, everybody.